Okay, welcome back. And of course, still Morning Flex of New Dawn on OGTV. And right now, we are into the light interview segment of the program. And we'll have our guest seated comfortably waiting to join us.
Seated comfortably in his studio room.
Yeah, in the studio room. Okay, good.
In his studio room.
We have the
live in Morocco.
live inside Morocco.
Yes.
So we have joining us this morning, Biodun Alabi, who's covering the AFCON in Morocco. Good morning, Biodun. How are you today?
Good morning. Good morning, Okoyemi.
So how are you doing?
Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm fine.
You definitely look like you're enjoying Morocco.
No, you definitely
I like the smile from that end.
So, now, yesterday we qualified for the round of 16. 3 wins in 3 matches. So how do you feel?
How is that looking for the AFCON, the ball there?
Well, naturally, as every Nigerian feels, it comes with a great feeling that Nigeria is in the second round of the championship.
Okay.
And we are hoping that, because last night we were not too sure of the next opponent of Nigeria, but it's looking like we are going to face Mozambique here on Monday in the second round game of the tournament. But as it is, we are not very sure yet. But of course, before end of the day, the calculations will become clearer when Nigeria is meeting in the next round of the championship. So Nigeria has had a strong tradition of African Nations Cup, apart from winning it in 1980, in 1994 and 2013. We've actually gotten to almost all the finals of the championship. We're in the final in 1984, we're in the final in 1988. In 1990, we also qualified for the final game. In 1994, we were in the final. In 1992, we won bronze medal. In 2000, we were in the final too. 2002, we won bronze medal. In 2024, we got to the final. And so it's been an incredible run for Nigeria in the history of the African Nations Cup. So it's not something that came as a surprise that the Eagles had to book their ticket early into the next round of the championship. We didn't actually expect a tough match against Uganda yesterday, and so it wasn't particularly a tough match, despite the fact that the coach fielded a second string team. There was no Alabi yesterday. We had no Injidi. There was no Wabadi. There was no Lukman. There was no Seni Ajayi. Most of our key players were arrested, except for Victor Osimhen, who had to become the captain of the team yesterday. Interestingly, we also saw Calvin Bassey in the center of the defense. We saw a couple of new guys in that team. Ugo, the guy who played Calvin Bassey in the center of the defense. There was Rian Alabi, another Nigerian player discovered recently who plays in England. He manned the right side of the defense. On the left side too. Okay, there was Bruno Onyemachi.
Okay, Biodun, let me ask. I've noticed that in the last 3 matches, there's always conceding goals.
Yeah.
Yes. So is it that our defense is poor or something?
Well, it's not. There's nothing totally wrong with a team conceding goals, in games. But the manner at which the team concedes, at the time the team concedes the goals, worries so many of us. Against Tanzania, after our first goal, the Tanzanians got the equalizer, and we replied with another goal by Ademola Lukman. Against Tunisia, we led the game. We played very well up to the 76 minutes of the game, 3-0. And the Tunisians came back to score 2 goals. A similar thing was also going to play out yesterday. We led the Ugandans by 3 goals, and they came back, they got a goal back. And from the moment they got that goal back, they had the momentum to actually launch forward, to attack us more and all that. But thank God our defense was resilient. So I think there's still something something pretty worrisome about the defense line of the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
But you can't build a strong defense, for your national team, in a year or a year and a half. So, which is why I think Eritrea has to be given more time, to be in charge of this team. I think Eritrea is cooking something. We saw a lot of experimentation yesterday. We saw Awaziem come in. We saw a player who got that actually played with Calvin Bassey in the center of the defense. There was Alabi. We saw Rafael Olibika who has not been starting.
Okay.
And
he
got 2 goals yesterday.
Okay.
So I think we are still experimenting. Michelle is still experimenting with that team.
Okay.
And I like to, believe that in the next 2-3 years, if he keeps the momentum and if the NFF, allows him to continue to be in charge of the team, irrespective of what happens here in Morocco, I think that will have a strong side. Our trust over the years has been the fact that we changed coaches, managers too regularly. Don't forget that why we failed to qualify for the World Cup is also largely due to the fact that we changed coaches. From Cero,
it's affecting us.
Exactly.
But what's the hope of those guys when
No, I'm coming. Biodun, judging by the performance of our boys in the last 3 matches, do you foresee the team scaling to the next
quarter-final or winning the cup?
Even before the cup. After the round of 16, do you see us
are you trying to say that winning the cup is an overstretch?
No, we can. It's nothing impossible.
Anyway, Biodun has.
It's there. You saw it all.
Okay. You see, the thing is that it will be wrong of you to have this negative feeling that are they going to qualify for the next round? I mean, look at how they qualified for the next for second round. They qualified in style, 9 points. No team has had 9 points in this tournament.
Oh, bravo!
Only the Super Eagles. So I believe strongly that the Eagles will move beyond the second round, quarter-final, semi-final, and in the final, and we'll get to the final.
Okay.
I am not so certain whether they could win the cup, but they are looking like a team.
You're not too certain.
I'm not too certain,
but I'm sure you are optimistic.
Oh, I'm optimistic.
If you look at the opposition that Morocco, the host country, will bring, the opposition Côte d'Ivoire, the defending champions, will bring Egypt, Senegal. I mean, these are the most dangerous teams for Nigeria in this tournament.
Okay. And
so you'll be taking a huge risk if you just want to say, okay, the Eagles will go to the finals and win the trophy. I don't think so, but I believe we'll get to the final.
God does not that can be in our favor.
Okay.
Yeah,
so let's go away. Let's move a bit from soccer and football in Morocco. Can you tell us a bit of the life in Morocco? What's the culture shock for you when you got to Morocco? What was the culture shock for you? What is it like living in Morocco? Food.
I've had this kind of experiences in the past.
Okay.
My 4th Nations Cup final. I was in Mali in 2002. I was in Egypt 2006. I was in Ghana 2008. And I was also in South Africa to cover the World Cup. Now this is the 5th one. So I prepared myself for this.
Okay.
If you're coming to a country that is very close to Spain and Portugal, then you should know that you should prepare for the weather. So it wasn't really a shock for me because I prepared for the weather. I got to wear a jacket. And one of the things that we also know that journalists usually prepare for when they're coming to a foreign country, especially countries that are not in the in West Africa, countries like Ghana, Mali, Togo, Côte d'Ivoire, is that they also have to be prepared for the fact that they're not likely to get Nigerian foods, cheaply and easy. For instance, there are 2 regions of Casablanca. I am in a place called Mohammedia in Casablanca, but there's also the big city of Casablanca. So for me to eat Nigerian food, I have to travel 40 minutes from Mohammedia, Casablanca to the major city in Casablanca, and a plate of wheat or amala or eba, or rice. Nigerian food, so to say, is like 16,000 naira here. So, but I've only eaten that once. Otherwise, I would have packed my bank and headed for Nigeria.
You're balling. That is what they say. You're balling in Morocco.
so I've only eaten a goosey soup with goat meat and meat. Only one.
Only one. And so what have you been feeding on?
I've been feeding on chunks generally.
But you should try out their tea. They have very nice Arabian tea there. So you should try out their tea. I think this is the reason why you should go out more. It is not away. It is healthy food.
Now, aside food and water view, life in Morocco generally, you are that scholar back home there.
Nightlife.
Nightlife there. How is it like?
Nightlife. Well, I sent some videos home, and in those videos, you should see where I actually went out in the evening to take shots of Casablanca in the night. We have such a beautiful city here. I must confess to you. And I think this is Europe. This is Europe. This is not Africa.
No.
They have beautiful roads, beautiful roads, well-constructed roads. Electricity is stable.
I hope you're not planning to jump after
the back studio that is asking. I hope you're not planning to jump out from there. This one that you're saying this is Europe and not Africa. Should we look forward to you coming back?
I'm going to be back. Anyway. I don't think at this stage of my life, Japan is the next thing for me. Journalists that are here, I've only come to explore Morocco. And we have explored Morocco properly. We've seen how organization, determines the economy of a particular country. I mean, even with the fact that they have beautiful roads, they have flyovers, stable electricity, the water is clean. They're still constructing. They're still constructing.
Biodun.
Yes.
Can you just give us a minute? Let's listen to the audio of this video that's ongoing.
Of the video you have here. I think those are one of the videos you sent.
Yeah.
They should have audios. Also, what about the language? Has there been issue with, is there any language barrier? Is there... That's expected. They speak French here.
Okay.
I don't know anything beyond bonjour. It's like you say bonjour or you say salam.
Okay.
But we have a few Moroccans who can speak English.
Okay.
And if you're lucky, if you come across any one of them, then it's fine for you. But generally speaking, it's been a barrier. It's been a very strong barrier for us here.
But is it a friendly nation? Is it a friendly nation? Are they hostile or are they accommodating?
It's been a friendly nation. They like Nigerians, I must confess to you. Where do you think Nigerians would be in this part, in any part of the world that they don't like Nigerians? In the game against Tunisia, the Moroccans came out supporting Nigeria. Even yesterday, I also sent a video. Told you of the experience they had, sometime when Nigeria came to play their country in the 2002 Nations Cup final. So, in terms of our relationship with Moroccans there, I think it's a fantastic, no story at all, no negative story from any quarter of any sort. Because I monitor our colleagues that are in Fez, those in Agadir, those in Marrakech, those in Rabat, and other venues that are hosting this tournament. So it's been fun all the way. But again, that does not mean you have to go and misbehave yourself. You need to really be law abiding. If you find yourself in a foreign land, I don't go beyond my room. Or beyond
but it seems to go beyond your room because you're wearing a new haircut. So you've actually gone beyond your room. So, I mean, you're,
Talking about your food in here, things are quite expensive here.
Okay, really? I see you, yeah.
That is in comparison to Nigeria.
Okay.
There's no way you will not expect life to be a bit expensive in Morocco, because this is European country. I must confess to you.
You can say it in South African country.
The environment, all of that.
So like how much does it cost you to do all of this?
I went out. I also sent the video of me in the salon.
Yeah,
okay, that is what we have on our screen right now. You are the salon. Yes. So, what's the currency? I'm sure. I think they spend dirham there. And how much did it cost you to actually have this very nice haircut? I paid something around 5,000 naira to just shave my hair. Okay.
Just 5,000 naira.
Well, I mean, way back home we have salons here that do for as high as that, even more. And I mean, come on, you're the big boss.
Well, you know, that 5,000 naira is something I will spend in a month.
So cut your hair. Where have you been having your hair cut in Nigeria? Roadside. 1,000 naira. 300 naira. No, please don't do that.
I told the guy. Okay. I told him to bring it down completely. Bring it down to my skin.
Were you scared of having?
So that will be the only one you do before leaving Morocco.
Were you scared of having a Moroccan hairstyle? Okay, so you've explored the salon, you've explored the food.
Yeah.
I mean, you've tried the nightlife. What other things have you been doing in Morocco?
Well, I'm planning to. I went to the Nigerian community in Morocco, in Casablanca, and it will shock you that there are a whole lot of Nigerians, especially Yoruba, that live in Morocco. In that place, I got to buy suya. I got to buy bitter cola. Okay. And a few items that we normally, regularly consume here in Nigeria. And we were speaking Yoruba freely on the street. I had interview with the few of them. I went there in the evening.
So did you visit any pepper soup joints there?
Yes, there is a pepper soup joint somewhere in downtown Casablanca.
Pepper soup and beer.
They've actually made us feel at home.
Okay.
So people who told me they are from Lagos State, some from Osun State, some from Ogun State, and all of that. I also spoke on the phone with the president of the Nigerian community in Casablanca, and he's willing to grant me an interview. I'm still going back to the place either today or tomorrow. Okay. It's quite expensive traveling there too. It's like 40 minutes from here. To go by rail, you'll be spending something around 5,000 naira, equivalent of Moroccan currency.
So it is safe to say that you didn't miss your suya, pepper soup, and beer too much. I'm just saying. Did you get the Iwero vibe?
Iwero is iconic. Iwero is just Iwero. I don't think there can be any other Iwero.
So you didn't get the Iwero vibe in Morocco. Don't worry. There's no place like home anyway. I promise you one.
Ade, any small canteen there like Lara's canteen?
If it's possible for Lara to start sending things down to me,
you prefer that.
I'll prefer that. But generally speaking, these are the kind of things that we need to also know about African brothers and sisters. Because if I didn't come to Morocco, I would not have known some of these things. And if Moroccans don't also come to Nigeria, they would have known a bit of our culture. So it's also very good that sometimes we go out to see other parts of the continent, to understand them, and truly know them, who they are. Sometimes we just back and create impressions about people, about countries, about societies, without really knowing them truly. Okay. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself there in Morocco, and I hope that I'll stay up to the final. If the Eagles get to the final, the final match on the 18th of January. So I should be back in the country, you know, the following day. That is if the Eagles get to the final.
That's what the better, because you experience the new year in another country.
Please, when you're coming back, I hope you'll be coming back with a Moroccan, is it Moroccan wife? Have you Moroccan babe?
Okay, which one are you talking about?
I'm asking, it's a question.
You need to know.
My wife watching this program.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm just asking.
This is my bed behind me. You know, is anybody here? Nobody's here. So
okay.
Moroccan ladies, are they accommodating and welcoming?
Very welcoming, I must confess.
Oh, good.
The ladies or the men?
No, the ladies.
Okay.
But that does not imply anything.
Okay.
If you are welcoming, if you are welcoming, you know, that does not connote intimacy.
Okay.
You know, the receptionist here is a great lady. You know. Downstairs, how
about the room service lady?
And I've also seen a few Moroccan ladies in town. Not only Moroccan ladies, we've also seen ladies from other parts of Africa, from Senegal, Zimbabwe, from Mali, Angola. Morocco is also fast becoming the melting point of Black African resources.
No.
You know, I went to Google and I got to know that in 2018, Morocco had over 3,000 Nigerians. You know, living here. Okay. But that has not been updated. But I can tell you that it's possible that has gone up to something like 4,000, 5,000, and all of that. I hear that from Nigerians keep coming in, they're coming in, you know, to stay here, to live here. I saw a guy who told me that he's been here for the last 15 years or so. Wow. He said he has investments in Nigeria, that all he does is that he makes money here, sends the money back home into his business and all that. So it's been quite interesting. You really feel great as a Nigerian if you come here and you see the industry, you know, of an average Nigerian. I mean, all of the things that they say about Nigerians all over the world about our status of being criminal and all of that. I think those things are absent. We've not seen any, we've not been told of any story of any news of Nigerians being criminally minded. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is actually said that.
But again, that is just due to the fact that we are not huge in number. The population is not that big.
Okay.
Because we're talking about the entire Morocco. You have like 5,000 Nigerians. Then that number is not enough to actually care anybody. Okay. But really, in terms of organization and in terms of their relationship with people, it's been perfect so far. Maybe because they are hosting the African Nations Cup. And they also know that they're going to actually have more people in years ahead. Morocco is hosting the World Cup with Portugal and Spain, you know, in 20. They are hosting the World Cup, and so they are preparing for it. Come here and see their stadium. Fantastic stadiums, beautiful ambient, you know, big enough to hold. They are ready. I must confess to you, they are ready to hold World Cup. And they have, you know, all those structures and infrastructure that should complement hosting the World Cup. They have good roads, they have good transportation system, they're stable. And if there is any country that is ready to hold the World Cup, apart from South Africa, in Africa, it's Morocco. I must confess, you have come and I've seen it. You know, yes, Nigeria will have the followership, we have the people, the market, and all of that, but I don't think we have the facilities yet to hold the World Cup. You know, it should take us some years, and we have to be intentional about it. We need to really upgrade our area, upgrade our facilities, our transportation system, power generation system, and all. Those are the ingredients that support the dream of any country to host the World Cup. So Morocco is ready, and they are preparing very well, you know, to host the world in 2030.
Okay. I mean, it is said that any country you go to and you don't find the Nigeria, then you should not stay. So, because Nigerians are part of the, after India, I feel that Nigerians are part of the immigrants or the people that move around a lot. So any country you get to and you don't find a Nigeria, oh well, you shouldn't stay.
So
anyway,
on a final note, if you have to advise anybody that wants to jack back from this country to somewhere like Morocco, Egypt, Sudan, I'm sure you will advise that Morocco is
Spain is closest. Why are we going to Sudan? Why not from Morocco? Anyway, no. People are jeopardized. So.
But we have Nigerians in Sudan, you guys. We have Nigerians in Sudan.
We have Nigerians everywhere.
At least I know in football, we have a few Nigerian players who play in two of the biggest clubs in Sudan, Al-Hilal and the Emirates. You know, but see. I won't say Japan. I will say if you want to really move abroad, you know, from Morocco, what do you have to do? You have to go through legitimate means.
Of course.
Yeah.
I interviewed a few Nigerians here who told me that the only legal way for you to leave Morocco, Spain, or Portugal is by air, and that is legitimate. You know, some Nigerians tried traveling to Spain or Portugal, you know, by water, which is quite dangerous.
Very, very.
You know, because the guy said he can never try it in his life. You know, that you're going to spend some hours on the water, but some Nigerians have been found to have reached, you know, doing that. So, if you have a good job in Nigeria, good job that is any USEB, you know, you're able to set up a small bungalow, you know, for your family. You have a job pays you well, you know, why do you have to jump permanently? You want to travel on holidays and all of that, yeah, fine, why not? You know, I think Morocco is just a fantastic country for tourism.
Okay.
People come here and see the life they eat and how beautiful it is, and then go back to Nigeria. I'm not nothing any dream of
staying back in
Morocco.
From Morocco. Anyway, that was a good one.
Thank you very much.
I have a good job back in Nigeria, so why do you have to do that?
And you have a way back in Nigeria, so why do you have to jump back? Anyway, thank you.
I'll miss the way.
I know you have. Anyway, thank you, Biodun. I mean, we're about to leave you on this segment. Thank you for joining. We have Sukomige and some people at the back end that are saying hello and they are expecting what you're bringing back from Morocco. So I am also waiting for the handbag from Morocco.
The handbag?
Yes, the handbag.
What kind of handbag are you?
Well, Biodun would bring that. So when he comes around. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and that was Biodun live in Morocco. Thank you for being a part of the segment.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this break.